Hello! Today we got a review for you of a makeup product. It's this primer, this is the little box it comes in. And this is the little jar that contains the actual primer. It's just a primer. It's just creamy and has shimmers in it, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I really don't have all that much to say about the packaging and all. I do think it looks quite classy in a jar instead of a tube, so yeah. It's something different. It's by Artdeco, which is a brand that I actually have never tried before. But I wanted to use a new eye primer. Like I just wanted to try an eye primer because I don't usually use real primers. I usually use the Maybelline Color Tattoos. So I figured I'd just buy the cheapest one they had at the website where I bought it. That was by a brand that I hadn't tried before because I'm a cheapskate. So yeah, this is the one it ended up being. And I'll also put the price, by the way, down below in the description box because as usual I don't remember it. And yeah, so basically the most useful way I could think of to review an eye primer is to just put it on my eyes in front of the camera and put an eye look on top of it. And meanwhile just tell you, what I think of it, like how blending goes and how the colors grab onto the primer. So yeah, let's get on with it. So here you can see the box from up close. As you can see, it's just a simple little box with white letters on it, and yeah, just a lot of information. And this is what the jar itself looks like. I think it looks pretty classy, like it's just simple shiny black with white letters. Yeah, some people say that, like, I guess it's true that a tube is more hygienic, but I always use a brush anyway, so I really don't mind that it's a jar. And the product itself is just sort of shimmery and creamy. And as you can see, or rather barely see, it's barely any different from my skin tone. Just a little bit more shiny. And here you can see that indeed colors grab on a lot better onto the primer than just on bare skin. But the best way to try that, of course, is to use it on my eyes. So yeah, I'll just show you a quick eye look I did with it. Well, at least I quickened the footage. The eye look turned a lot more complicated than originally planned, as usual. But yeah, I just used the primer all the way up to my eyebrow and then started on the eye look. I was going for a natural nude look, which it didn't end up as, but yeah. Anyways, what I immediately realized is how very well the colors grab onto the primer. Like, once you put a color on there, it's on there. It's like really good. However, what's very nice is that you can still blend it. Like, I've used primers where if you put a color on it, it was on there and it wasn't going to move anymore. And with this somehow, like, even though it's, really well on there, it does still, blend easily, as you can see here. So yeah, it's a really nice primer to work on. And especially for shimmery shades, as you can see here, it just makes it look even more shimmery and shiny. It's really, really pretty. I do think it means that with a matte eyeshadow, it would be sort of more difficult to get it to look matte. Because there is shimmer in the primer. But yeah, personally I mostly just do shimmery eye looks anyway, so yeah. With the eyeliner I also had no issues. I specifically used a gel eyeliner to see if the eyeshadow primer wouldn't move with the brush on it. And it didn't. So yeah, I'm really happy about that as well. And for the rest of the eye look I just added some blue underneath my eye, and yeah, I wanted to add some color. And then also some mascara, just to finish it off. And then here you can see the final result. So it's about 5 hours later now, and I went shopping with friends, and as you can see the eyeshadow is still on there, so I'll just zoom you in so you can see for yourself that there are no creases in it. As you can see, it still looks completely smooth and just, like it was when I just applied it. What I do notice is, again, like it does look sort of like shimmery, so I do think because there is actually shimmer in the primer, I don't think it's possible to do a complete matte eye look with it. But yeah, like as I use it now for this look, it works perfectly fine. I really like it. I really like to work with it, so I'm definitely going to use it in tutorials as soon as my Maybelline Color Tattoo in Crème de Rose is finally completely finished. So yeah, I already hit the pen on it weeks ago, so it probably won't take too long anymore. So yeah, for now, if you have any other questions about the products, you can always ask me and I'll, try to give you a useful answer. For now, thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye! So yeah, but anyways, it seemed like a good way to try it. And also about the product itself first. As usual, I'll put the price down in the description box